All right, thank you so much everyone for joining us. Today we're going to be discussing landing page best practices for 2021. This is going to be a threefold presentation. I'm going to do general intros. We'll get into the topic. And then after that, I'll do attendees intros. I really want to learn about you guys. What do you do? And any Q&As after I cover the topic. Now, a little bit about myself. My name is Richard. I'm the founder of Vbout.com. Vbout is a marketing automation platform that allows companies to build full-on landing pages, email nurture campaigns, and lead generation funnels. So if anyone is looking to build an end-to-end lead gen campaign, lead nurture campaigns, they could do it on Vbout. So over the course of 8 years, we've built thousands of landing pages. We've seen companies come in with very sophisticated designs, and they've spent dozens of hours and a lot of money building them that never really converted. And we've seen those who created very minimal designs with basic elements that really hit the nail on the head, and they were able to optimize their lead generation by hundreds of percents, which is why I feel like we're qualified enough to discuss landing pages and to share with you some of these best practices. Um, we actually built our own landing page engine, which I briefly touched on. Landing page uh, builder is one of our elements amongst everything else, but this is exactly what it does. We have all the designs pre-optimized, ready for conversion, with all the elements that we know that are required. We also let you take control of your designs. If you want to break it down by elements, you want to change headers, you want to change design forms, and so on. And we even let you nail down one element at a time by using our dynamic content, e-commerce variables, and stuff like that. So not only we've worked a lot on the strategy aspect of building landing pages, we actually worked on the technology itself. So we know the ins and outs of how it's done. All right, taking a step back, if you have joined us today, you probably joined us through either some LinkedIn invites or through Meetup. We have a nice community that we've been building over the past few years of digital marketers, business owners, and startups. These are highly engaged members who are either clients of Vbout or they have been participating in our monthly events. Quick background, our meetups are New York based initially, but due to COVID, we are now pretty much everywhere. We do these once a month. We cover a topic on lead gen, on nurture campaigns, marketing automation, and we share with you the latest trends and the latest best practices that are deployed by top companies. We are 20,000 members, as I mentioned. It's a great platform for anyone who is looking to share ideas, or they have an announcement, a job opening, they're looking for an opportunity. Meetup.com is a great outlet for this, guys. You can go in there, you can post something on the board of the meetup, and a lot of people will get emails notifying them of your posts. All right, for the agenda, as I mentioned, general intros. We're going to talk about the topic, and I'll open the floor for everybody for Q&As, as well as introductions. I just want to kindly request from you, if you have the mic on, to mute yourself, just so we don't interfere with the audio. That would be great. All right, a lot of people are joining, so I'm just going to pass the torch back to you, Elsa.
Yes, okay.
Just make sure you can still see my screen. Can you confirm?
Yes, we can see it.
All right, thank you.
Yes, we can.
Cool. Now, I want to, before I dive into the topic, a lot of people ask, what do we use landing pages for? Do we use our website? Do we use landing pages? What is the difference? And usually landing pages are deployed in different capacities. Some people use them as their own mini website. Others, they use them for splash pages for running ad campaigns. You might have an offer or a downloadable page. And I'm going to talk about something really cool today called the offer framework, how you can craft an offer for your landing page. You might even use it just for redirecting or thank you pages. Whatever it is, landing pages could be a replacement for your site. And there are some benefits for using it versus just falling back on your WordPress or whatever you're using, is that it isolates the user experience. So you're removing the distraction. You are more in control of the elements and the design overall. And you have analytics and other elements that you can deploy a lot faster and a lot easier when it's built within the marketing platform of your choice. These are just some general benefits. I want to also look at numbers. These are some cool analytics or stats that we found on the web. Using videos on landing pages can boost conversions by 86%. Speeding up your landing page load is going to help you a lot. And even 1 second delay in page load optimization minimizes conversion by 7%. Interactive landing page content is growing, and I'll show you some examples on that. Dynamic landing pages were found to convert 25.2% more for mobile users compared to mobile landing pages. The most important elements of your page is your headline, because people have the attention span of a goldfish. So you have about 5 to 7 seconds to catch their attention. And these are some really introductory numbers that I wanted to share. So let's start with the first trend. I have 9 of them. So a lot to cover. The first kind of design trend that we've seen is optimizing design, optimizing themes, and creating better contrast and colors. In this example, you can see a nice blue contrast with the white. So the copy is really popping. And you can also see the headline is really strong. So you can see it right away. Companies are also able to deploy uh, new color palettes that are now supported along with fonts, supported with web browsers. Even designing them are so much simpler than before. You can attach your Canva account or your online photo editor of choice and deploy a nice looking background without the need of graphic designer. You can also have nice, kind of, I would say, configuration of the page layouts a lot easier when you're deploying landing pages. So there's this science of symmetry when you're creating pages. Do you have a middle fold, left and right column? Do you have 1 to 3, or do you have just full-on centered design? Now, obviously, the eye has a special pattern of reading off the page. So if your preference is to have one focal point, for example, just use one central block and that's it. But if you feel like you have a hierarchy of information where the main elements should be on the left, secondary on the right, then you can break down your pages accordingly. So with these optimized themes, when you decide on them, you can save them. And eventually, every time you have a new page, you can deploy it. So optimized themes and optimized theming process, it's the trend for 2021. The second trend is in using interactive elements. And I'm not talking about flying objects here, but I'm talking about more things that people can engage with. For example, in this chart, which did miracles for us, it's been generating leads for the past 3 years consistently. People can compare us to other platforms on the market. We built this tool. We invested a little bit to build it and plug it on the landing pages. And people love this. They interact with it. They eventually click on a CTA right under this chart, and they end up booking us for a demo because they feel like this was just answered their questions. They're already comparing platforms. But you don't have to spend a lot of money to build these tools. In fact, there are plenty of them that are out of the box. For example, you can look up open source mortgage rate calculator if you're in the finance industry, and take that script, plug it in on the page, and now you have an interactive widget to calculate mortgage rates in your area. So there are a lot of these widgets available based on the industry and based on the offer. Of course, you'll be able to plug them on your landing pages, okay? Dynamic content and dynamic variables. This is one of the areas that I'm really passionate about because it's really undertapped. And what I'm talking about here is adding elements on the page that varies based on the user who is visiting it. So for example, in this particular animation, I added one name within the page that changes based on the URL that I pass to the page. Every person loading it is going to see a different copy on it getting displayed. Um, you can pre-fill forms. You can change titles, so the page could be personalized with the name of the person that's visiting the page. Now you can imagine, the conversation of personalizing end-to-end experience. Someone comes in, fills out a form, they get a personalized email. Maybe you have SMS. It's a personalized SMS with their name. They land on the landing page to download a white paper. Their name is also displayed. Believe it or not, people see this effort of you kind of carrying their information, personalizing the content, and they really appreciate it. These are such a, technology itself supports it, especially if you have a stack that you're configuring, because the stack, whether it's Vbout, whether it's HubSpot, should be able to track cross-channel experience. So I really recommend you experience with dynamic content and variables, because you can take your landing page game to another level. And this is one of the things that differentiates landing pages from websites. Websites could be a little bit harder to deploy this at scale. All right, talking about subtle animation. I'm not a big fan of flying objects. Many of you, hopefully you are old enough to remember Flash. If you're not, probably you are high school right now. We don't have this anymore, but doing things that kind of get the user engaged. This is a parallax effect, which kind of moves based on your mouse movement. Very easy to deploy and find. There are tons of open source scripts that could support it. And in Vbout, we actually support a scroll option, which works like this. As you scroll on the page, you will see the background image kind of stick around with you. Okay. This is not necessarily a new tech, but it adds to your landing pages a little bit of interactive or subtle animation that doesn't interfere with the user experience. Also, video backgrounds work really well if it's related to your brand somehow, if it's relaying a message. Um, you can easily add background to your headers or certain blocks on your landing pages. Perfect. Number 5. Last time we discussed this, but in email, we have dark mode nowadays that's becoming more popular. The contrasts of how elements are showing up on your pages, on your emails, versus a default setting on people's phones. Many of you don't know this, but on your phone, you have an option to turn on dark mode, which makes everything darker. The backgrounds, the tab elements, the email backgrounds. You have to design nowadays to cater to dark mode as well. And dark mode could be very effective. This is an example. It looks nice and clean. You can read the copy very easily, minimal effort on the eye. It looks very persistent and sharp. And this is another example as well with a two-side column, left and right. And it also is built to cater for dark mode. So when you're designing, just keep in mind that your designs could be viewed in dark mode and in light mode. And also some people might see an image that has a white background in dark mode, not the right way. So if you're adding images, make sure they're transparent. You don't want that clock to have like a white like square behind it, right? So knowing that you have a certain portion of people reading and deploying things in dark mode, you certainly need to cater to that. All right, using custom illustration. I kind of like these. I feel like they add some kind of personality to the landing pages. You've seen them a lot. MailChimp, Intercom have done a good job with creating branding around illustrations. And quite frankly, you don't need to hire somebody to do it. There are actually $12 kits on Graphic River and other places where you can purchase, and they will give you a whole bunch of designs and a whole bunch of artwork that you can deploy. Okay, so using custom illustration is cool. It is available out there, and spend few dollars to buy them and add them to your landing pages. Number 7, try to use zero distraction method on your landing pages. I call it the rule of 1.5, and I'll explain. The rule of one is using one CTA. Your pages should have one purpose: to convert via a form, for someone to opt into something, to click or watch a video. You have to have a rule of one, but your page should include five elements, five very powerful and essential elements. Number one, you need to have a proper headline and a description above the fold. This is what you can see here. It has to be very concise. I come back to the 7-8 second attention span. Video is preferred, or an animated GIF. If you cannot deploy them, it's fine, but videos certainly can help boost conversion. And I do often feel that people kind of fear cameras, and they don't know what to put in. It could be as little as a minute, 1 minute recording of yourself with the proper lighting, proper background, and definitely proper audio. Um, whether that video is telling them what they're opting in for, whether it's just a brief introduction about yourself, this all gonna fall back on the offer you're crafting. And I do have a slide that's gonna cover the offer framework in 1 second. The third element is the social proof. Social proof can be in form of company logos that are using your platform, testimonials from clients, case studies are really important. You have also number 4. This is a description of the offer. Very, very important. People sometimes they forget to describe what I'm opting in for. And there has to be a relevant score between what you're doing here and the ad, if you're doing an ad on Facebook, for example. Um, you can add FAQs to the side. People love FAQs because it answers a lot of their questions and objections. And finally is the CTA, whether it's a form, minimal, the more minimal, the better. Whether it's a banner, they have to click through it to get to the offer. But you have to have a main theme or core CTA for your landing page. I call this the rule of 1.5, but you might have heard it of the rule of one, or just zero distraction landing pages. All right, number 8, use real case studies. I cannot emphasize how often I see things like you see on the left panel. This doesn't mean much to me. I like well, formed real case studies from clients. And if you notice, I don't know if you have case studies on your site or you have a section for case studies, but we've done that on Vbout. And when we looked at our analytics, we realized that most of the clients that converted, they actually looked at the team page and they looked at case study page and testimonials. You can easily find this on your site, but if you don't have real case studies, if you don't have the proper social proof, that's really beefed up. It could be a downloadable PDF, or it could be a full-on review with a link to where the review was left. Ideally, not on your site. It could be like a G2, Capterra, or if you have a brick and mortar like a Yelp, etc. But don't underestimate the power of real case studies. People are starting to understand anybody can craft these. And some of the patterns of online buying is less interaction with salespeople, more engagement with review sites, with online demos that are pre-recorded, and as well as self-serve models. So these 3 are going to be your core elements for future selling online. All right, number 9, and this is where I really like is the offer framework. Your landing page should have a strong offer. If you don't have a strong offer, you're wasting your time. So I'm going to share with you 12 different offers that you can deploy for your business to be able to have a solid offering and a landing page that could potentially convert. So assuming you already followed the first 8 steps of choosing the proper theme, getting your testimonials in place, of getting the FAQs, the copy and the layouts, maybe a video, designing for dark mode. If all of these are in place around the offer, these are some of the things you can do. One of the offers for a landing page could be you building a checklist or a worksheet that people can download. If you are unsure how to do this, you can hire somebody, but I'm pretty sure most of you here today can at least build a checklist of things that their clients need to be aware of. So it could be downloadable checklist that they have to fill a form to get access to. You can offer partnership opportunities, whether this partnership is joint data co-op. It could be partnerships for events, or it could be partnership for co-selling on some offers. That could be an offer for a landing page as well. Ebook white papers, everybody know this. It is a little bit more intensive to do, but you can definitely have that as an offer for a landing page. Um, we started to recycle a lot of our content now that we have years of assets, so we can take on 5 6 blog articles, clean them up, create some sort of a continuity, and compile them into a downloadable PDF. Okay. All right, trial or free service. If you have a software, or if you have some sort of a membership, you can certainly offer a free trial. So that could be the gateway or the offer for the landing page. Some people are offering a free second month of marketing services, or free service on your car if you come to us, free oil change or whatever. So these are some of the things that you can do as well from an offer perspective. Problem solving demo. I love this. We call this the value video as well, where you pre-record something. Could be exactly what I'm doing now. I could record myself going through this presentation. I can then take this video and I can gate it. So whoever wants to know the best practice for landing pages, they could literally fill out a form to get access to that video. So we call this problem solving demo or a value video as well. Number 6, some companies, they uh, offer guarantees for a specific offer. So fill out this form and you guarantee early access to or special promo rate on our services. Um, might not be for everyone, but it is one of the offers that you can deploy. Webinars, like what we're doing today, and webinars could be easily recycled and made into videos. You can broadcast them live. So webinars is a solid technique, but it does require a little bit of um, obviously preparation, invitation, content. You have to have a community. But nowadays, if you don't have a community, you have to start doing something about it. Podcasts and joint events. I really like this because I tapping into the community of someone else's um, cloud pretty much. So if I have someone in the marketing space, they are always preaching marketing automation, I can do a joint event with them. Marketers come to me all the time and they say, Richard, we're going to talk about tech, marketing automation tech. Can you please help us? So if you have a joint event, I highly recommend, or someone you can do joint event with, that could be one of the offers for your landing pages. um, you can offer free consultation. And I really have to be careful here when I say free consultation, because people don't like to be sold to. And oftentimes when you offer free consultation, they know it's, you know, um, introductory, kind of getting them to the door to sell them something. It could be phrased slightly differently. So instead of doing free consultation, you can say we're gonna do an analysis on your existing marketing campaigns, and we're gonna waive the fee if you fill out the form. You can offer a free tool, like I showed you before, those interactive charts, the mortgage calculator. These are really cool things that you guys can get your hands on. And I've seen people on Vbout create forms with certain logic that allows them to have those tools in place. If you have any questions on this, we've done so much in the free tool space that we can certainly recommend some. You can offer survey or gift card. A lot of companies right now are realizing that they're spending hundreds of dollars getting leads to the door. So what some people are doing, or companies to be specific, in the B2B space, they're offering $100, $200 gift card for someone on the other side to talk to them. So instead of paying $100 to Facebook, they're they're telling people, we'll give you $100 so you can get on an online demo and speak to one of our success managers. But here's the key here. You don't want to be giving out free money. There has to be some sort of a qualification process. And the funnel of this one looks like this. You offer $100, they have to fill in a form. After they fill in a form, you send them an email follow-up with a little bit of, hey, are you currently looking to change your marketing strategy in the next 30 days? Is your revenue over 500,000 a year? So you really have to be strong on your qualification process, because those who do not qualify, you want to push them to another funnel. And those who do qualify probably could be worth spending $100 on. Um, Not a strategy for everyone, but once you start spending money on paid ads, you realize a lead is costing you 100, 200, and in some cases, $500. Why not take that money and give it back to the potential lead that you're working with? Finally, you can offer free audit. This is the fine line between the consultation and the audit. But an audit could be, hey, send us, upload your credit card processing for last 3 months, and we can tell you if we can give you a better rate. Um, Upload your existing SaaS KPIs, and we can see if we can get you more leads. So free audits work really well. Zero obligation. People don't have to pay for it, and everyone is looking for a better deal when it comes to running their business. So these are some good ideas for an offer that you can craft around your landing pages. There could be hundreds more, but working in the past 7 years, most people fall within this kind of offering here. Okay, I want to take a quick pause to ask any of you guys if they have any questions, if they want to provide any feedback on this. And feel free to unmute yourself and just ask.
Hi, it's Tali, if I may.
Hey, Tali.
The last, yeah, hi. Last point about the gift card, right? So you still, you say it's instead of paying Facebook for ads, you give it to people, but you still need to bring people to your form somehow, right? So what channel you would use to bring those people to your landing page or form to fill out to give them the gift? You still need some kind of lead generation channel.
Exactly. So that's always the kind of chicken and egg problem. What do you do first? Do you spend money on ads to get people, or do you get people then spend money on ads? There are certainly ways to do it. Promoting your free offer in certain communities could be a good start if you don't want to spend any money on paid advertising. You can minimize your budget and your campaign itself on Facebook. Instead of spending $100 per click, you can bring it down to half that amount by changing a little bit your offer there. Um, and you can use some retargeting techniques, because retargeting is always cheaper. Um, you can have people from events and webinars that you can drive people. So there have to be some activities to get awareness. And some people now are using, joint newsletter campaigns. So you can pay someone who has, small audience of, 20,000, 50,000 people. You can say, hey, I really like what you're doing. I like your newsletter. Can I offer you $400 so you can put that promo inside your next newsletter, driving people to me, because I'm giving an audit on email marketing, for example. So I really think there's one outlet for it. You have to be a little bit proactive, whether you're going out and you're getting traffic back to you, or whether you're paying a little bit less on Facebook to build that initial audience. Make sense?
Right. So I agree. If you offer, for example, email audit, yeah, I agree. I'm just a little bit, psychologically, why would you offer someone to bring it to your website and then tell them, oh, I will give you a gift card, $100 or $200? So I'm a little bit, they're struggling logically, right?
Yeah, no, I understand. I'll give you an example. Um, you can easily build a small audience on LinkedIn of executives and people who are using email marketing, and you can find out who's using email marketing um, by going to the site. You see they have a newsletter, you can sign up, but there are other tools that allow you to do that. You can shortlist this audience. It could be 50 people, and you can try to approach them using the old-fashioned LinkedIn kind of, hey, we're offering incentives to speak to executives like yourself to learn of what you're doing. I want to understand your email structure. We're offering $100 gift card for those who do. Um, and if you build that and you put a budget, the person that comes to you from LinkedIn, they need to qualify, right? They need to, for example, be willing to change their marketing platform. If they're not willing, that maybe they don't qualify. If they have less than 10,000 contacts on their list, maybe they don't qualify. Again, the qualification process is really important, but you're talking about the outreach itself. It doesn't have to be Facebook. It could be LinkedIn. It could be others.
Yeah, and thanks for answering. I'm just in general, this to me sounds a little bit salesy. And you know what? If people have a need, I feel businesses have a need, they won't care much about $100 gift cards. That's what I noticed, right?
Yeah.
If they have a problem, they would, if they see value, right? So
Mhm.
I just don't know what conversions for those gift cards.
Yeah, I can send you maybe a video on this.
Sure.
It's not
Thank
for
you.
everyone for sure.
Yeah.
It might not be your cup of tea, and maybe that's not the right offer for you. But we've seen people deploy it, and they're finding success with it, bringing down the cost of lead and cost of acquisition, because they're really good in qualifying. B2B, very well, very good qualification process. It works.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
Hey, Richard, I just to add something to that. I've
Sure.
uh, interacted with different companies and vendors, and maybe I signed up and got a white paper or did some other interactions with them over time. And then some of them give me an offer. Hey, we'd like to buy you lunch. Sign up for a demo.
Mhm.
We'll send you, a $50 gift card. I can order dinner or something like that. So
Right.
it could also be used to deepen the relationship. Somebody who's showing interest, but they haven't quite committed to that next step. So I've seen that with a couple of different vendors. I've got, somebody sends me a unique gift or something out of the blue if I interact a certain level, like a small token or something like that. But the gift card is more, hey, a free lunch or
Right. Yep.
something else. So
Yeah, Amazon gift card, free lunch, free coffee.
right.
I booked someone on a demo last time. I was looking for a software, and they actually just sent me uh, a Starbucks gift card. But we used to before COVID meet in a coffee shop or go at the office and have a cup of coffee, and that doesn't exist anymore almost. So with that comes a new industry, by the way, for those of you who are looking to get into an industry that could be a whole industry of gift card automation, okay, uh, which you can get into, but that's another story. But now they're incentivizing exactly like you said, Bob, to, I'll buy you lunch, I'll give you an Amazon gift card or whatever it may be. Exactly.
Richard,
I'm listening.
yes, we have a question from Harold.
Sure.
He's asking, what's the best industry practice to establish a relationship with leads, patent, and trademark to increase an email messages subscription conversion rate? The pitch is a study group to eliminate loan debt.
What's the best way to
Establish a relationship with leads
yeah
in order to increase the email messages subscription conversion rate.
Got it. There have to be some sort of an investment mindset here of what they're doing, step one to step two. When I say investment mindset, nobody want to speak to you directly. They want to go through certain process, whether it's opting into a small offer, getting sequences of emails that's really enriching. And by the way, those of you who are interested in funnels, every week I pick a random business online that's investing in ads, and I analyze their entire funnel, including the email sequences that come after. So in that process, what I do is I share if their emails were relevant, if they were kind of walking me through me understanding what they do, if they're providing value or just selling. So overall, there has to be some way to get them to fill out a form for some interest. That interest could be one of these offers. Then you use marketing automation, for example, Vbout, to start sending out smaller pieces of content. And with automation, what you can do, you can take it a level up by introducing an SDR who can do an outbound outreach via phone after 2 weeks of engagement to speak to this person to see if they qualify. So you have to build like a funnel process to get them to finally trust you and build that relationship. It is a process most people don't want to be sold to, they want to invest bit by bit until they feel they're ready to move forward. And this could be a whole topic on its own, by the way, but thanks for the question.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, guys, we will send you the link to the marketing funnels that we do each week, so you can get inspired. Richard, we also have another question from Catherine.
Okay.
She's asking if you can explain about the buying of lists on LinkedIn.
Yeah, there's a fine line there. You know, nobody wanna. It's not recommended to buy lists and email them because there are honey traps, and with that comes a whole lot of issues. And now they're even doing LinkedIn traps, so you can see thousands of profiles online. I'm sorry, they now look legitimate, but the moment you try to message them or you try to email them, because they're fake, security companies who stage those profiles are actually flagging you and reporting back to LinkedIn. So you have to be very careful on how you're using LinkedIn because it's getting harder and harder. Don't forget, the essence of LinkedIn is people to people, building business relationships. So I'll be very careful doing it. There are ways to do it, and I know Elsa and some of our partners on the call as well, might have some ideas that they could chime in. But LinkedIn approach, you have to have script, you have to have a proper audience, you have to do your homework, approach these people, and then maybe build lists through LinkedIn. And depending on your country, maybe your country does not allow you to do email, so you have to stay within the LinkedIn environment. What I recommend doing is maybe create an audience through LinkedIn, upload that audience to Facebook or AdWords to create like a lookalike audience or direct targeting, and then try to see if you can get them to see an offer on Facebook to drive them back to a landing page. So you can use those techniques through LinkedIn. Was this helpful? All right.
Hey, Richard, one more thing I'd like to add quickly is as you establish a relationship with potential clients, the behavioral tracking part of the Vbout platform is invaluable. And you can look at their activity. If they go to a landing page, fill out a form, and then go to your website, you can see what they're looking at, what they're interested in, and you might be able to follow up with an email with relevant content to what they're interested in. And that's another way that can really engage and increase the interaction and the conversion of potential clients and leads.
Yeah, great point. If you guys are not building your first party strategy and you don't collect those leads in the lead data platform, CDPs or customer data platforms are the buzz of this year. They're like the highest of the trends now. I call it LDP, our lead data platforms. Everything the lead is interacting with, website, landing pages, emails, SMS, web push, we can grab them and put them in that one profile because that profile will allow you to create better targeting for the future. So thank you, Bob. This is exactly what we want to get at the end of the day. Use a platform. We call them the marketing stack. And that's going to be very valuable to you over months and years of implementing your marketing campaigns. Okay.
So, Richard,
Sure.
Do you have?
We lost you.
What?
So, I don't know who was speaking. I'm sorry, I lost somebody.
Hey, Sam Crow here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, I've been looking for the longest time at Activecampaign and some way to get started with automation, and that's what brought me to this meeting. Now, maybe I'm getting off topic,
No,
but I'm very curious to find out if you have other meetings or sessions where you get more into how to get started with Vbout, and I guess a lot of this ties into using Vbout effectively and what you're going to present with Vbout.
Yeah, thanks. Perfect timing, I guess. But we have full-on automation. We are a marketing stack at Corsam. We're not a sales stack, but we connect with CRMs like HubSpot CRM, Salesforce, and others. And CRM behavior is changing. So we let you build out these sequences easily in Vbout, same way you do them with Activecampaign, but we're a little bit more flexible on some aspect of things. If you're looking for a full stack that's focused on marketing, we could be a good fit. And George will put in the chat a link to our demo page. So you can request a demo, you can speak to somebody on the team and see if we're the right fit for you. We have onboarding plans. We can work closely with you to ensure your success. So we got your back when it comes to getting this properly set up.
Yeah, I've looked at the other, like I tried to do a demo with Keep or formerly Infusionsoft, and it just seemed really clunky, and I didn't know how to get started exactly. Could be me versus the product, but I
No,
just
yeah.
didn't. Felt completely lost, and I just let it go. But I'm trying to get over the hump to a learning curve, and then I've just been seeing the ads for Vbout, and it looked compelling to me.
Yeah, thanks. You're absolutely right, bro. So the world right now is scattered between the underkills. These are the basic platforms that they say they're all in one, and the overkills like HubSpot and Marketo and Keep that could be expensive, very bulky, and difficult to use. We're right in the middle. We give you very solid features. We don't compromise on capabilities. At the same time, we don't charge you an arm and a leg and a mortgage. Um, all backed by an amazing team of great support, premium support. So this is our three pillars in our building. I'm putting in right now a link to an online demo. If you like what you see there, there's a calendar which you can book our sales team or success managers. What they'll do is there's no pressure. They'll guide you if this is the right fit. If this is not the right fit for you, they'll tell you, sorry, Sam, we think you should go another direction. We really don't have a pushy sales mentality. If this is for you, we find success. If not, we become friends. You know what I mean?
They'll say, "Leave us alone. You should have done this already." I'm kidding, huh?
No, not.
I think
like
I already signed up. I already signed up for that. So yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for this today too.
Yeah,
Some
no,
good
thanks.
information.
Pleasure. But just reference back the event, and if you need to speak to me at some point, we'll manage to do it. Thank you.
Richard, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Harold is also asking if we can integrate Vbout with Activecampaign via API.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have open APIs. We have Zapier. We love Zapier, so we can integrate with Activecampaign if that's what you need, Harold. But do you need to have Activecampaign in Vbout? That's probably a question. I wouldn't want you to double pay for things if you don't need it. I'm a big advocate of spending your SaaS money in the right place. So if you're using Activecampaign only for the sales capacity, yes, we can. And we can use Vbout for everything else. But if you're using Activecampaign for sales and automation, maybe they could do the job just fine. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's an overkill and you want to move to Vbout, then that's also another opportunity. If you value hands-on technical support, that's going to be there for you. And I have some of the people on this call who can maybe have experienced our support. Then we're probably going to be a better fit for you as well. Cool. Any other questions?
Hey, Rich, can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you, Ben. By the way, I just saw Ben. He's using his Vbout for his clients. Thanks a lot for joining.
Okay, this is the. I have a question, like very similar question about the gift card.
Sure.
Specifically, it's about the amount of the gift card because I heard like you mentioned like a few times, like $100, $200. My question is, do you think like it's a little bit like too much, like when it comes to the amount? Because my understanding is, because often I received email from people, like very similar like email, like marketing email. They give me like they say I'm going to offer you like $100, $200, but all I need is just a survey, like a survey, with several forms.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can help me, I'm going to give you $100,000, $200. Usually I don't do that. I have like a few concerns when it comes to like a big amount of the money. The first thing is, I believe it's a scam. If it's like $200, I think that's like easy money, because usually people don't get, give it to that. And secondly, I think this is more important. If I'm going to take $200, I feel like my information, it doesn't matter how much information I'm going to provide. I feel like they are going to use like my information like as much as they can to get the money back. Those kind of like in the psychology.
Right.
So on the contrary, if I get the email, people say, hey, I'm gonna offer like $20 or $30. If you can help me, just finish the survey, I will do it. I could, $30, $20, I think that's like fair amount. And it doesn't take me like a lot of time, and I'm also happy to help I can provide in my opinion. So it's specific, it's about like amount, I don't know, like probably.
Yeah, so I have to be clear. The way we present the offer is going to kill it or make it or kill it, right? If you are saying, hey, I'm giving you $200, come to my form, is one way. But you can say, like Bob said before, I'm going to buy you lunch just to have a conversation with you. I'll send you a $50 Grubhub or Uber Eats gift card. Different way of presenting it, right? If you're talking to B2B executives and their hourly rate is $300, they're going to value their time a little bit, but there has to be an offer and a qualification. I really want to say this. I've said it too many times. And you have to properly lay out your landing page to describe that offer. You can have a video saying, thank you so much. We are really looking to speak to top executives to understand how they're using their current, IT infrastructure, because we're offering a service that allows us to help them. Okay. Please fill in the form, and we would set up a time to discuss. I mean, it's all about presentation, and the amount could be relevant to if is it a gift card for a lunch, which could be from $30 to $50, or is it an American Express gift card, which should be probably a little bit higher and reflects the time someone is putting in. So you have to think about these. I don't think there's one number that's universal, but overall, $100 to $150 is enticing for executives, because it's not about filling out a form that's gonna ask you for, demographics and firmographic details. It just could be a simple form as, what's your name, company, address, maybe 2 or 3 qualifying questions. And you can put a disclaimer, we're not gonna sell your information, because this is what people are mostly scared about, is you're gonna take the data, give them $50 gift card, and go resell that data for thousands of data co-ops and make, $5 per record or something like that. That's what I agree.
I got it. So it's it sounds like it depends on the target, the level of the target. If it's like executive level, of course, you usually like offer like a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. Some people are offering Beats headphones. If you talk to them, it's just the way you present it, Z.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sure. All right. I think, did I cover all the questions? Anyone have any more questions? I want to do some intros if we have a little bit of time here.
I may just make a comment on that last conversation about the gifts. I deal with very big ticket, very high 5, 6, 7 figure things. And the biggest thing that I've had success with, which cost next to nothing, but the perceived value of it was massive. It was still effective even today, even with this COVID, because people just like, well, I'll just wait on it. But it's the tool that Marketing Boost offers with the vacations and things. And, having someone sit down, just like the timeshare industry, of course, they would pre-qualify someone as being a 50,000 a year income, married, all those kind of things, to come sit to a 90-minute presentation, get a free vacation. Well, we're able to give those amazing vacations out all the way up, different places of the world, Hawaii, Australia, crazy things. But as somebody becomes a customer, they're doing a 50,000, 100,000, a multiple 6-figure type deal. It just is so easy to add, paying for the airfare, paying for this on top of it. And they just absolutely positively love it. And I just give that recommendation to people.
Good.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. And understanding unit economics, how much it costs you to get a lead to the door, how much it costs you to get them to, speak to you, because filling out a form, then speaking to you are 2 different costs. Then closing that lead and how long the lead stays with you. There has to be some sort of a metrics that you're tracking, right? If you're closing the lead at $2,000 and that's your cost, what's $200? It's nothing.
Oh yeah.
That's the thought process. I agree with you.
And I'm saying the perceived value of what I'm giving is, several thousands of dollars, because they can extend it out to 2 weeks and stuff like that. And it's costing me this little tiny monthly thing. So I'm talking about perceived value, that people have a real cost on that they're really going to go spend money on. And that the value of apples to apples is, it's $200 is $200. I'm giving something that cost me, they just reduced it dramatically, but I was paying almost $100 a month. Now it's like $37 a month, and giving out something that people literally are going, that's worth hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, depending on which resort they choose and the length of time they choose. But it's just had a massively high perceived value. And I can add the gift cards and all sorts of stuff as far as restaurant things. Again, no additional charge. And they're just like, unbelievable, and I'm not laughing at anybody ever, but it is funny to me at how much it's played up and, all that kind of stuff. So.
Great. Thanks, Rick. Good feedback.
My pleasure.
Anyone else? All right. I have one more slide for additional tip. I'm sorry, somebody have a question?
No, Richard, excuse me. I was saying that no questions for now. But if anyone, guys, would like to add any question, please feel free to either unmute yourself or type in the comment.
Perfect. Thank you, George. 2 more tips here, guys. I forgot to add. Leverage thank you pages when people fill out forms and they redirect them somewhere. Oftentimes, people underestimate the value of thank you pages. If somebody's downloading an offer from a PDF to download a PDF, a lot of times people redirect to the PDF just for convenience purposes. My recommendation is send them to a thank you page and tell them that I've emailed you a link. You don't want to give that landing page for anybody who can potentially put a fake email or because you want them to open. That open and that click through the email is actually going to send Gmail and the Outlooks of the world a better signal that you are a good email sender. So use that kind of technique for yourself to kind of get them to open and click. And thank you pages could drive them to a group on Facebook. It could drive them to, maybe opt in for another offer, an upcoming event. A lot of people underestimate the power of thank you pages. And of course, don't forget, you have to optimize your landing pages for SEO purposes, whether it's speed, whether it's title, meta tags, relevance score for your ads. There are a lot of tools that could scan them and give you that kind of score. But overall, SEO translates not only on your site, but also towards your landing pages. I just didn't want to forget that part. All right. I would like to possibly now do general intros. We have about 40 people, 45 people on the call. So we're going to have to make these real quick, guys. Please tell us your name. I'm going to call you. Tell us your name, your company, something really cool that you're working on. You have 10 seconds. And then leave your LinkedIn in the chat so anybody else can reach out to you. Again, 10 seconds. And I'm going to start calling you by name. I'm going to start with Jose Antonio Maldonado. Hey, Jose.
Hi, Richard. How are you? In Santiago, Chile. I'm into digital marketing. I'm into very interesting B2B projects. One of those is people who are printing on corrugated cardboard. And the other one is some special new kind of trains that are under development. I'm based in Santiago, Chile, and digital marketing is the name of the game. Awesome.
Please leave your link in the chat area so we can connect with you if you want to have a window to South America. Jose is your guy. All right, Z.
Hey, thank you, because I'm about to leave. So, my name is Z. I'm currently working as a biomedical research in the hospital, Mount Sinai Hospital. I've been like into this marketing area for a while, but right now, because since the pandemic, so I'm trying to do if anything that I can learn from the from a remote area, the video, YouTube video, trying to learn. But I feel like it's still I prefer go out, have an impersonal connection, talking to people. I think that's the best way, that it works for me. So right now I'm just waiting, waiting. Hopefully, once the pandemic is over, I can just go out and start in this business.
Got it.
That's
awesome. Well, nice to meet you. Thanks. We have an academy which I haven't shared with you. George, do you mind putting in a link to it? And we can share with you. We can share with you a code if you want to get into lead gen and you want to get into marketing automation and learn what the secrets,
Oh, that would be great.
we have an academy link. George will share it in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we got Rick Grunden.
Grunden, thank you. My name is Rick Grunden from Rancho Santa Fe, California, and I show people how to instantly retire by buying our existing cash flowing, non-owner operated digital online products businesses for 1/12 to 1/15 of the cost of buying a traditional brick and mortar business. And I do it with either their money or 100% of the money from banks and other financing sources.
Nice. Here you go, guys. If you need Rick, please don't forget, guys, the LinkedIn and your email, your name in the chat so we can know how to reach you. Thanks, Rick. Sam.
Hey, Sam Crow here. I'm based out of Richmond, Virginia, and 11-year veteran of building websites and sort of accidentally getting into marketing. because a website, if it's not collecting leads or building a community or all those good things. More recently, I'm working on building up my product offering to include privacy policies for small, like mom and pop businesses for their websites. Yeah. Because privacy laws are changing all the time, every hour, and it just became possible for somebody in DC to sue you if you didn't include an opt-out. I think it's DC opt-out toll-free number to call. So all these little laws and things like that make it a real good product that I'm partnering with somebody to offer.
Great.
That's what I'm excited about working on right now, and building websites and hopefully starting to market myself and my clients better.
Great niche. Great idea. Check out the Virginia guys' new compliance law as well. New York and Virginia are getting some crackdown on how you retain data. All right, we got Andreas.
Hello there. I am
See you.
Andreas. I am a business and marketing consultant. I work with people to help them not only grow their business, but also find effective ways that they can communicate their value to people. Something I'm working on right now is actually has nothing to do with marketing. I have a lot of different passions, but I'm actually building out a machine learning and data system for another business that I'm working with. So yeah, I'm into a lot of different things, business being kind of what brings it all together. So yeah, great presentation, and pass it off to the next person.
Thank you. We got Michael Chang. Hey, Michael.
Hi, everybody. I'm from New York. I founded a company called Goal Mogul. We're a goal-sharing social network for overachievers. We're preparing for our beta launch. We are endorsed and advised by 3 of the biggest names in personal development: Bob Proctor, John Assaraf, and Mark Victor Hansen. And more than happy to connect with people who are interested, or personal development enthusiasts, or in the startup world, or digital marketing.
Perfect. Please leave your information in the chat, LinkedIn, email, etc. Thanks a lot. I have a Fleebo Services LLC. Sorry, I don't have a name. You are muted.
Yes. Hi, my name is Jorge Rodriguez. I am CEO of the Fleebo Service LLC. This company will launch the next week, and we want to use your company as tool. Fleebo Service was created to try to support mobile service technician in healthcare system. Phlebotomist, caregiver, ultrasound technician, all kind of technician inside the healthcare system are able to complete one task in home, doctor office, anywhere. This is a convenient service. Right now, with the COVID-19, it's a good opportunity, because a lot of people right now is scared to go outside, and the elderly, and then with our technology is a technology like Uber that connect together provider, patient, and mobile technician. This is we present our company as technology company and support company. It's a lot of regulation around healthcare system. We want to be around only a connectivity tool to try to support this kind the provider, technician, and patient.
Got it. Good. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. By the way, guys, I put in the link to Vbout demo if you are interested in learning more or seeing if Vbout can help your company. There's a link here. You can watch the video, and if you're convinced this is for you, there's a calendar. I'll put it again in the chat. All right, we got Bob. Hello, Bob.
Hey, Richard. Bob Campagnolo of GDA Integrated Services, gdais.com. Works with colleges, universities, independent schools, nonprofits. We're coming up on a year with being with Vbout, and we're using email, SMS, MMS, landing pages, and just getting more and more familiar and expanding our services with clients. And now that we can offer an integrated marketing platform.
Thank you, Bob. Very thankful for the relationship.
Yeah, great for us.
Got Benjamin. Hey, Benjamin Twerskoy.
Guys, first of all, I'd like to open by saying great presentation, a lot of value in there, and I always appreciate value.
Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Benji. I'm from Denver, Colorado. I am marketing operations manager for a company called Propel Enterprises. Mainly Propel deals with a bunch of different companies that mainly deal with technology within schools, softwares, and platforms that schools use. And yeah, it's nice to meet everybody, and I'll leave my information in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you. We got Steve Chan. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Rich. Hey, thanks for, so yeah, I'm with Focus Distribution. We work with mutual fund ETF providers. Just about a month into Vbout, and have executed 3 marketing campaigns for 3 different clients. So feeling pretty good about that. And, you know, next step is to really integrate it with our CRM system, Zoho CRM, and figure out how it works with sales enablement. I mean, I think we're just doing a lot of what other people are doing, but so far so good. Very impressed with how it's working. Happy that we made the selection, and thank you, Richard, for helping us get going.
Thank you, Steve. Welcome aboard. We're in good hands. We have Mustafa Ali.
Hey guys, I am a former IT professional. I went into technology as a administrator, help desk person, hated it. So I'm transitioning to the marketing field, learning about copywriting. I took a couple certifications in Google Analytics, Google Ads, and I also took a certification in inbound marketing. I found that I actually do like writing. And so I'm learning all the things about marketing that involve writing, such as, for example, copywriting, content, things like that. And on April 19th, I'm going to be starting a creative internship with a health marketing agency.
Awesome. Welcome aboard, Mustafa. We have Kevin Karam. Hello, Kevin.
Hey, everyone.
How's it going?
So I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Hope everyone is doing well also. So I'm a software engineer working at Marketing. I handle some of the client setup records and some of the design on landing page. And I've been in this job for almost 8 months, and I enjoy using Vbout. So thanks, Rich, for everything you do in Vbout.
Thank you, Kevin.
Nice meeting you all.
Thank you. Don't forget, guys, to leave your information in the chat. Ben, if you're still here, do you want to pitch? I know you got to leave, or you left. All right. Ben is also a sales and a marketing agency exec, very active, helping small business streamline their sales and marketing to drive profitable revenue. They white labeled Vbout and they're reselling it to their clients. So here we go. I pitched on your behalf, Ben. All right, we got Jason Revere. Hello, Jason. Jason once, Jason twice. You're muted. All right, we'll do Rick Grunden. Oh, sorry, I think I
That's
did.
me, yeah.
I think I did Rick. Yeah, you're in twice.
Yeah, I've got to log in from two things to be able to do chat and watch you at the same time.
All right, yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
going to let you know that Mustafa put his information in and it's not linking through in the chat if he's still on.
Oh, okay. I can't. Oh, here we go.
One sec.
Okay. Cool. We have Harold Huggins. Hello, Harold.
Hey, Richard, how you doing? My name is Harold Huggins. I'm the director of the Council for Education. We're a nonprofit organization. We advocate for borrowers of student loans. We're building a blockchain model called the Student Loan Insurance Integrity Platform. It's designed to wipe out student loan debt by initiating a swap exchange between corporations and borrowers of student loans. Thank you.
Very good idea, man. I know a lot of people with a lot of student loans. Yeah, put in the links in the chat, please.
Definitely.
Cool. We got Sharon Begans. I'm sorry, I couldn't see the full name here, but Sharon. All right, Sharon going once, going twice. All right, we can do Marissa Espina. Hello, Marissa. Are you with us? Okay. Many of you are muted, so please don't forget that. We have William Liani. Hello, William.
Hi, Richard. This is William Liani.
How is it going?
Easy days every day.
Yeah.
By the way, I send you an email, so we have to talk in the following days. I'm the director of the ABI and business development for a stock photos agency, Deposit Photos, and for an online editor platform, kind of like similar of Canva, that has different format for creating, the project that you are going to shoot in the social media or other stuff. That's it.
Cool. Thanks, William. I met William probably about like 10 years ago or something crazy like that.
Yeah, and I'm always pitching him every day. So every year is like the pitching moment with Richard.
He's like the relentless Italian salesman.
Because I believe so.
No,
I'm a
it's true.
believer. That's the point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just about aligning what we need versus what you offer. But this is great.
No.
You have to be persistent.
I like
you
it.
know?
I like what you present in the landing page, because most of the things that I see also on other situation for the landing page builder and the other stuff is what you emphasize. So what you emphasize is about you can have the best technology in the world, but at the end you need to have the right strategy that give you what you are trying to achieve. So that's the point. So what you said and the point that you show was extremely useful for not only for me but in general. So
Got it. Thank you, William. Appreciate you joining us. Yadira. Hello, Yadira from the Caribbean.
Hello, Richard. Hello, everyone. I'm Yadira Gomez from WSI Create. I'm in the Caribbean, specifically in Dominican Republic. And I believe I've been using Vbout for 2 years. And I sell it for few customers, few clients. And one of the new projects I've been working on it is in a cultural central. I don't know how to say it in English. This is a half museum and half cultural venue. And it's been very good with one of our clients is a Barna Business School. It's a management school for business. And they are very happy with Vbout.
Awesome. Thank you, Yadira.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate the relationship. Thomas Clark. Hello, Thomas. You're muted. Thomas going once, going twice. All right, we can do Nicole Lawrence. Hey, Nicole.
Hello, how are you?
Good, yourself?
I'm very good. I'm very happy that I came in for this meetup because this was like the most useful. I've been following you for years, and this was what like they're all good, but this was one of the best.
Ah, thank you.
So,
Appreciate it.
can you see me?
Yeah, you're good. We see it. We see
Okay,
you.
I can't see me. Okay, so I'm in South Korea right now, but I'm from New York, and I have a business providing English support, English services and support for university students and business workers, so business owners, business managers, and I help people basically to correct English mistakes and avoid problems they might encounter with English mistakes. And now I have an online business, but tech and marketing are the two most difficult things, and I'm a very slow learner, so I've gained a lot of help from you, and I will continue to do so with Vbout. So thank you so much, and I look forward to watching this in the recording because I had to check out for a little bit. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's refreshing to hear someone benefiting from our content. Obviously, that's the goal. So I appreciate the feedback, Nicole.
Thank you.
All right, we have, sorry, I'm just trying to scroll through the picture. Karen Trottier. Hello, Karen. Are you with us? I think audio is not working though. Moving on to George, who helped with this presentation. He helps with a lot of content. And also, we are going to be sharing 5 additional resources for landing pages, which he helped craft. Mistakes that you should avoid on landing pages, how to create pages that convert, 35-page examples that you should learn about, dynamic content, and dynamic URL parameters. So these 5 resources will be shared, included in the presentation. So George, I'll leave it to you. If you cannot speak, maybe audio is issue. George is marketing manager at Vbout, been with us since inception. He's great with SEO tactics, building funnels and landing pages, buttoning up kind of the strategy for getting found. So has been amazing in driving traffic from people looking for Marketo and HubSpot and SharpSpring, and driving that traffic back to us at Vbout. So I'm just pitching for you because I don't think your audio is good, George. Okay. Did I miss anybody here? Please let me know if I missed you for a quick intro. Got everybody. Okay. Very good. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. This was an amazing session. Don't forget to leave your information in the chat. We can send it back to everyone so they could kind of link back to you. The presentation will be shared, the video will be shared, and we will have another session next month. We do it once a month, the second Wednesday. We'll have another amazing topic, and we are looking forward to it. So thank you for giving us your hour and 15 minutes of your time. This is extremely valuable to us. And
Richard, can I just add a little quickie?
Yeah, of
someone
course.
just gave me a tip that I've been on, I don't know, 1,000 different Zooms, and I'm going to sound like an idiot, I'm sure, because most people on the line probably know this, but I did not know it. So I'm passing it along. That down on the bottom right under chat, there's a little thing that says file. You can click on that and hit save chat, and it'll just save the whole chat. If anyone didn't know that, I did not know that. And
yeah,
so
I thank you. I can pitch it. That's great. Yeah, please do that. On the bottom right next to where you can drop in, there's a save chat option. That way you can, I don't know if I can't share my screen to show you. It's probably this interface overlay. But look in the spot where you have a chat, there's a file, and there are 3 options for download. All right. Very good. Well, thank you, everyone. We appreciate you joining us. We will be meeting next month. So hopefully we'll see you then.
great job. This is my first experience, so fantastic.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye, everyone.